Imagine holding a full 16-inch powerhouse laptop in one hand that crushes creative work all day on battery and actually gives Apple's latest M5 chips a serious run for their money. Sounds unbelievable, right? But the new Asus Zenbook A16 with Qualcomm Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme isn't just hype. It's a genuine game changer for Windows users who want portable power without compromises. This thing is mind-blowingly light, stunning to look at, and finally makes ARM-based Windows feel ready for prime time in 2026. All right, let's dive in. I've been testing the Zenbook A16 for the past week, and honestly, it keeps surprising me. At just 1.2 kilograms, that's lighter than the 15-inch MacBook Air. It's one of the few big-screen laptops I can comfortably carry around with one hand without feeling like my wrist is about to snap. And it's ridiculously slim, too, tapering down to just 13.8 millimeters at the front. You'd think something this thin and light would flex like crazy, but the build quality is fantastic. There's only the tiniest bit of screen wobble when you're typing hard. What really sets it apart is that gorgeous Zabriskie beige color with Asus's special ceruluminium finish. It's not just another boring matte metal laptop. They zap a magnesium aluminum alloy with high voltage to create this tough ceramic-like layer on top. It feels incredibly premium, like a smooth beach pebble that's been worn by the ocean for centuries. Fingerprints wipe right off. It's scratch-resistant, and it just looks and feels different from everything else out there. I love it. Flip it open, and you're greeted with a massive 16-inch 3K OLED panel at 2880 by 1800 resolution and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Man, this screen is a stunner. Text is pin-sharp. Colors pop with full sRGB coverage right out of the box. Perfect for photo editing or creative work without needing calibration. Contrast is insane thanks to those perfect OLED blacks. And it hits around 500 nits in SDR, which was plenty bright even next to a sunny window. Motion is buttery smooth too. The only downside? It's glossy, so reflections can be a bit annoying in bright rooms, and there's no touch support. But honestly, I didn't miss it. The keyboard is mostly excellent. Keys have good travel and a nice springy feel for such a thin machine with a soft, quiet sound. The layout gives every key plenty of space. No cramped nonsense. That said, the coding is a little slippery, so I occasionally lost my place while touch typing. The white backlight is super bright, which helps, but the legends on the alternate characters are a bit dim. And yeah, the power button is squeezed right next to delete. Easy to hit by accident and send it to sleep. Minor annoyance. The touchpad is huge and responsive with solid palm rejection. It uses mechanical clicks instead of haptics, and they feel a tad spongy at the corners. But overall, it's great for Windows 11 gestures. Ports? Asus didn't skimp despite the slim design. You get two USB 4 Type-C ports, 40 gigabits per second, with video and power, a full-size USB-A, HDMI 2.1 headphone jack, and even a full-size SD card reader. That's way better than what Dell's new XPS 16 offers. Super practical for a creator on the go. Now, the star of the show, Qualcomm Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme. This 18-core beast, paired with 48 gigabytes of unified memory in this model, is no joke. In benchmarks, single-core performance is right around Apple's M5 level, while multi-core is often higher, sometimes trading blows with or beating the M5 Pro, especially with that massive RAM advantage. Geekbench 6 scores around 3,650 single and over 22,000 multi. AI tasks fly thanks to the 80 TOPS NPU. In real use, flawless. Photoshop, Lightroom, Slack, Teams, browsing with dozens of tabs. Everything feels snappy on the Windows desktop. Fans stay quiet even in high-performance mode. Software compatibility has come a long way in just a year. Most of my daily apps run natively now. Adobe stuff, Affinity, Blender, OBS, even Ableton. Steam games install fine too. Gaming is its main gig, of course. At native 3K resolution, you're looking at playable but modest frame rates, like 19 frames per second in Shadow of the Tomb Raider or 15 frames per second in Cyberpunk on high. Drop to full HD and medium settings, and it becomes a lot more usable at 30 plus FPS. Not transformational, but impressive for an ultra-portable with integrated graphics. Auto-SR upscaling helps in supported titles, though it's not as widespread as competitors yet. battery life is where this thing really shines. Qualcomm's efficiency is still a killer feature. I got about 18 hours of video streaming at half brightness, beating the M5 MacBook Air in my tests. In a full mixed workday of browsing, editing, emails, and streaming, I easily went 10 to 12 hours without stressing. The 70 watt-hour battery helps a ton. Charging is quick too. A 130 watts brick gets you full in around an hour. Speakers are just okay. Down firing, reasonable volume, but lacking bass and that rich sound you get from some premium rivals. Not a deal breaker for me, but worth noting if you watch a lot of movies without headphones. Pricing in the US lands around $1,600 to $1,700 for this loaded config with 48 gigabytes RAM and 1 terabyte SSD. That's seriously competitive, especially when you compare it to a similarly spec'd MacBook Air 15 or Pro. You're getting more screen, more ports, more RAM, and that unique premium feel. So, is the Asus Zenbook A16 a MacBook beater in 2026? For a lot of people, yes, it's astonishingly portable for a 16-incher. The OLED screen is gorgeous. Performance is top tier for productivity and light creative work, and battery life is excellent. Qualcomm has proven it's a real force now that software support has largely caught up. The remaining ARM hiccups are rare outliers, not daily frustrations. That said, it's not perfect. The slippery keyboard takes adjustment. Speakers are average, and if you need bulletproof compatibility for niche x86, only software or heavier gaming, an Intel Panther Lake or AMD option might still feel safer. Some reviews have noted the chassis doesn't feel quite as rock-solid premium as the price suggests in certain lights, though I found it plenty rigid. Overall, this is now the first Windows laptop that comes to mind when someone asks for a serious alternative to a high-end MacBook Air or even a base Pro. It delivers that do-anything, all-day, ultra-portable experience without feeling like you're making big sacrifices. If you're in the market for a lightweight, beautiful, powerful 16-inch machine that lasts forever on battery and won't break the bank relative to Apple, the Zenbook A16 is absolutely worth buying right now in 2026. It's not just keeping up, it's pushing the whole category forward. What do you think? Ready to ditch your current laptop for this Snapdragon beast? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let me know what other laptops you want reviewed next. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more honest tech takes. I'll see you in the next one.